Am I being presumptuous? Hoping to cross paths with that monstrous assassin?
Okay.
Hey, you! This area's off limits.
I have a sight! Wait, this isn't...
Damn it, that did not work out as I planned. But... where am I? Didn't work out as I planned, but Sylvie. Still ended up away from them. It's all wood.
You again?
Christ. Buddy out, keep moving.
Where are you hiding?
Up here.
I lost her.
I can see one of them in the distance. Just get rid of him. Grab. These bodies better not start getting eaten by rats. There's a real corpse pile over there. I find it hilarious. Oh, Christ. Christ, am I? The ancient music, and I've read this before, maybe already in this Let's Play, I'm not sure, but you can read it yourself if you're interested. I know I've read it in the previous one on more than one occasion. Stealth! Not finding anything. Like, you know, no notes or anything. Contraband. I've acquired more forbidden articles from the street people nearby. I need to lock it away in the confiscation room. When Overseer Stelos awakens from his rest, have him bring me the key. Litany on the White Cliff. I've read that before. Okay, so there must be a key over here. No, I haven't found it, but here is probably the guy with it. Though I don't see it. Christ. Just speeding along. Also, you know what? Fuck it. Also, A strange artifact that reveals runes and bone charms. It's not an indestructible door. It's all too breakable. Dreams of the Void. Huh. Interesting. Rune. Silver ingots. Okay, now we can close. Okay. Let's move on up.
I didn't see the one coming through the window. She was quick.
The Howlers are cowards, brother. But we accounted for 6 of them.
I'm glad it's you in the end. If I have to go, it warms my spirit to spend my last minutes with a true friend.
You honor me. I wish there was another way, but it's a gut wound, as bad as any I've seen. Better this than a day or 2 of agony.
Then I go, and I keep the strictures close to my heart. May there be no discord in my spirit.
Goodbye, Overseer. Fade from this world.
It's actually kind of touching in a way. I like that little bow at the end.
Curse those harlot bastards and their black soul boss. A glittering thing. That's all it was. A bauble. A trinket. Yet it caught my eye. Why be tempted by such gilded nothings?
It's a kind of a disappointing that he cycles to
Even the lowliest labor that is rigorous.
the default lines when he but talking about the bauble. There, just
Is the muscle
disappointing.
as a sponge, rinsing impurities from the mind and body.
Have a good sleep, mate. You deserve it. And on him. Let's see. Book of the Fallen. Inscribed here are the names of the Abbey faithful who have fallen waging war against the heretic Paolo in the contest for the heart and soul of this district. And there's all the names. Read them if you want. Don't think we should know any of them, so yeah, it doesn't really bear too much significance to us. And there's the 7 scriptures.
I wonder how the High Overseer is faring against Delilah back in Dunwall.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, the other overseer, the High Overseer, is probably not doing too well. Sermon for Mid-Heart Eve. Pious Sir Conans and my righteous brothers from the Abbey, welcome all. We're being tested in these times, tested by the outsider. He searches daily for weakness, for fear, and what form this test? Bloodflies, biting vermin that are very representation of our moral decay or corrupted spirit. Minions of the outsider, escaped from the void, and all the while he laughs. Each infestation brings him ecstasy, each death a victory for him, a battle won in his endless war against our steadfastness. But he needs an ally in our world. Where does the outsider find these traitors? In those places most downtrodden, crumbling buildings, stinking whorehouses, and filthy back alleys, where fishmongers toss the innards of their catch. In the sewers where mudlarks collect to drop trinkets among putrid human waste, and in alehouses. Trust not these dark places and their denizens, the mark of the outsiders upon them. Let us now contemplate the strictures as we listen to the hymn, Corruption at my heels, I hasten away. Awkward. Come on. Don't we have a better position for him? I suppose I can move him back in here a bit, but I don't know patrols. Got him. I need to get him now.
Come out, wherever you are.
Okay, yeah. I failed the deliver the leaders to deliver one leader to the other. I failed that, but well. Ye are oblivious. I'm not even sure if they'll know. No. Will anyone even notice that they've lost consciousness? They're probably as observant and as dutiful now as ever. The Southern Winds by Palnai. To an officer. I know, I find that it's funny as a surname. Duran's key, voiceover series report. The Howard detainee downstairs gave us key details pertaining to his criminal associates and their heretical leader Paolo, the debauchery at all hours, and acts of certain witchcraft the likes of which even our sacred music cannot dispel. Really? Paolo is every bit as vile and corrupt as we suspect. With his dying breath, the detainee revealed that the Duke himself has Paolo sending food into the barred and shuttered home of Aramis Stilton. The place is kept secure by the so-called Jindosh lock. No doubt the Duke has obtained the lock combination from Jindosh. Paolo passed it to the detainee. The weave of corruption is endless. Not really, it goes like 4 tiers. Combustion. What is that? Bitter blood. Bloodflies attack at slightly shorter distances, closer to nests. Your grenades inflict slightly more damage. Damn, I was hoping it was something tied in with combustion bolts. Okay, one over there, 74, 101, 131. Curator Ashworth reported missing. In a statement from the Grand Palace, authorities have announced that an investigation is underway related to the disappearance of Brianna Ashworth, curator of the Royal Conservatory. Insiders say that the conservatory is currently unmanaged and the building itself is in a worrying state of disarray. One can only speculate about what recently happened there, the whereabouts of the curator. Ashworth's disappearance is a horrendous loss for the institution. She is said in connoisseur circles to have a keen eye for unusual works of art or pieces of historical engineering. She is also well regarded as a taxidermist, naming citizens of Kanaka to behold rare wonders of nature from up close. And now he's here. I never checked up above. there's some goblins over here. Oh, very nice and hidden.
Stilton.
I know you're all ready to begin. Our speaker tonight is none other than Aramis Stilton, who owns the mines where those you love toil beneath the ground. Mr. Stilton is known for his fairness, and that reputation is not for show. Welcome to the stage, a friend to the Miners Family Committee, Aramis Stilton.
Good workers, good people, thank you for having me. Our annual dinner is always a special time, and I cherish the conversations and the toasts as we renew our bonds. My closest friend in this world, whose name some of you will no doubt guess, is known for this saying: we rise together with the same dawn. We feel the same wind on our faces. We fish the same ocean. These are words worth remembering, spoken by a man who fills my heart with joy. As you dine tonight, surrounded by your families and the other miners from your teams, let those words echo in your thoughts. And above all, please enjoy yourselves. You've all earned it.
Certainly from all little we've gotten of this guy, he's been, he's, pretty good. While he was the mine owner, he was actually, he gave a shit about the miners. He cared about them. They worked, the hours were, no one had a bad thing to say about him. The hours were fine. I think the wages were fine. Actually, when they were saying before, remember the other two, the rich people that were trying to buy the mechs. I think they implied that when he left, when Stilton's been taken out of the picture, that the wages went down. So I think he paid. He had the wages at a good level. The hours were better. He was. No one seems to have had a bad word to say about the guy. So, he seems pretty good. Also, I kind of wish I read that. And I also wanted to take a look at his tattoo. But oh well. We're pleased to announce that none other than Aramis Stilton will be joining us for our next monthly meeting. Mr. Stilton aims to report on his most recent discussions with the Duke of Serkanos on the most important subject of extending sick time for those suffering various maladies. Our other topics will be broached as well, and crew leaders will be answering questions from the attendees. Families are welcome as always. Mr. Stilton has provided a nanny room for small tasks during the meeting and refreshments for all afterward. See, if that's to be, he really did do that, then, like I said, pretty sound guy. Or at least he makes an effort to seem that way. I have a feeling, it certainly seems that he's still actually alive. Wonder what condition he'll be in when we find them now. That's my question. But I remember how they were saying that depending on which group, one of the groups here may win. Oh yeah, what was it? One of the groups here may win. I hope he wins. I have a feeling he's still alive. Provided he's, not in terrible condition. Who knows, maybe he can be of help. Like to all the suffering people here. Okay. What them dealt with. Let's go and have a look at over here.